How to write the research rationale. Step-by-step guide for beginners. Research paper can mainly report on original research and typically include sections, i.e. an introduction, methods, results and discussion. The purpose of research paper is to focus mainly in presenting a research-based knowledge and reports investigative findings to gain answer to a specific question. Research paper offers an extended edge to the former research work. The content of research paper is long. The sources of research paper are primary sources. The words limit for research paper are 10,000 to 100,000 words. Research paper describes a study that was performed by the article's authors and results of studies. Research paper explains the methodology of the study, such as how data was collected and analyzed, and clarifies what the results mean. Words to find in research paper are: we tested, I measured, we investigated, the study found, or the results indicate. Types of research papers. Number 1 type of research paper is argumentative research papers. In a thesis statement for an argumentative paper, students identify the subject they will be studying and the point of view they will defend. This work aims to persuade the reader to accept the argument presented. A robust argumentative paper presents logical facts from both sides of an issue in the body of the text. It analyzes the advantages and disadvantages of each position in the conclusion of one paper. In the argumentative research paper, the confounding aspect is when the author is expected to support one side over the other on the subject. The research and findings must be objective and factual and cover both sides of the debate. This is beneficial if you wish to write your research paper. Describes a particular experiment in detail with your perspective. Adopting the proper composition is crucial whether you are writing a formal, informal, or personal letter format. Number 2 type of research paper is analytical research papers. A topic for an analytical research paper is frequently stated as a question, with the writer taking an initially neutral viewpoint. The analytical research paper body will present various materials, and the writer will then state their conclusion based on the details that have emerged during the writing process. Analysis of facts, events, problems, and ideas is the implication of an analytical research paper. In this, the researcher first presents many viewpoints on the study subject, analyzes each viewpoint by gathering pertinent supporting data from numerous other researchers, and then comes to a conclusion. The researcher must maintain objectivity throughout the analytical investigation. The report paper should not support one position while opposing another. Number 3 type of research paper is cause and effect papers. Cause and effect papers will assist in tracing a particular outcome that might occur from a specific action or circumstance in the business and education fields. Teach students to persuade the reader of any particular action of thinking with suitable examples to reflect effects and causes papers. Make sure to sufficiently describe the paper on both sides, analyze their different viewpoints, and explain a specific outcome or phenomenon with certain actions in the cause and effect papers type of research papers. How to write a claim. Don't claim something that isn't true. Focusing on sentences that you can substantiate will be preferable. It is advisable to create a plan before taking action. You must proceed with relevant supporting evidence and objective arguments. Number 4 type of research paper is interpretative papers. When writing an interpretative thesis, you must use the information you obtained from a particular case study, such as a legal situation in law studies. Write a paper supported with logical facts and statistical data on an accurate theoretical framework to support your claim and conclusion in an interpretative paper. You must compose the paper based on facts or arguments without expressing personal emotion or opinion with this type of research papers. Number 5 type of research paper is experimental research papers. When writing an experimental research paper, the researcher must completely detail the experimental procedure. Here, the researcher does the particular experiment, offers insightful observations, displays the relevant data, and draws a conclusion about a particular case study. Typically, these type of research papers is written for sociology, psychology, physics, chemistry, and biology. The researcher must describe his experiment in this research report and provide supporting data findings and experimental analyses to explain an inevitable outcome. Compile the first draft of the article, summarize the findings, and collect relevant data from other scholars to examine their points of view. One of the most crucial aspects of earning your degree is selecting the appropriate capstone project ideas. For students in their last semester, a capstone project is a prerequisite for their final project. Number 6 type of research paper is definition papers. Definition paper is self-explanatory. They present information about the objective arguments, usually without regard to the author's feelings or opinion. The facts in the definition research paper will come from various sources, but they won't be examined and will merely be the raw data from other researchers' findings in this type of research papers. While some students, particularly those who want to debate topics from their point of view, may find it challenging to produce a definition paper, a firm definition paper can serve as a practical informational foundation for other argumentative or analytical research papers on the same subject. Make sure to describe both sides in the paper sufficiently. Number 7 type of research paper is survey research papers. The researcher must conduct the research, interpret the data, trace probable or expected results, and conclude this survey research paper. In this survey, participants are questioned as part of the process. This examines conduct under various circumstances in various types of research projects. Also, go through the interesting blog on who invented school. Number 8 type of research paper is compare and contrast papers. The contrast paper compares two writers or works from the same genre. The contrast papers analyze the difference between the two viewpoints. Contrast paper compare the ideas of two philosophical systems, and even in business studies to contrast, for example, several leadership philosophies in various types of research articles. A compare and contrast essay's key feature is that, while both components must be briefly presented, its primary body will consist of examples the author uses to compare and contrast two ideas to prove a point in this types of research report. Using controversial topics for teenagers interests kids and gets them invested in the discussion. Debates on controversial issue help people become more confident in front of an audience and increase their vocabulary in this type of research papers. Kindly subscribe my YouTube channel Thesis Helper. Thanks for watching.